And we're going to start on our backs. And as always, you can have your knees bent or your legs straight, or maybe the soles of your feet together and your knees out to the side, whatever you like. The arms can be out or resting on the body to encourage the breath or to focus the mind on the breath. See what's going to serve you best. And if you're comfortable doing so, I invite you to close the eyes, helping to keep your awareness within. We'll turn toward our breath, initially just feeling it as it is, where it is. And then slowly deepening the breath, breathing belly, ribs, chest. Exhaling chest, ribs, belly. See if you can slow the breath down even more and expand the space that breathes even more. And then we'll take the right arm overhead. And as we inhale, we'll continue to roll the breath up. But instead of just breathing belly, ribs, chest, I want you to imagine that the breath is rolling all the way up and out your fingertips as you reach on the inhale. And then just let the arm relax back on the exhale. Inhaling, stretching long. Taking your time. So here the movement is really simple and also pretty easy. So breathing really deeply should not be very challenging. And if there is a challenge, just from whatever is going on in your being right now, that's fine too. Just do what you can. Just have the intention to really expand, open, lengthen, breathe. Now, if your legs are not straight out, please straighten them and have them kind of a little bit wide, like mine are, wider than hip width apart. And then we'll cross the right ankle over the left, and we'll bend the upper body over to the left and continue to breathe and reach. Notice all the places the breath moves into. And return the upper body back to center. Release the right leg back out. And we'll just do one more on this side, adding the left leg. So we'll breathe starting in the belly and imagine that the breath spreads the whole length from the left foot to the right fingertips, reaching out on the diagonal. And then on the exhale, relaxing back in toward the center. Feel everything just contract as you soften, unravel. One last breath here. And then relax the arm back down by your side. And notice as you breathe how the two sides of the body feel. And then extend the left arm up overhead, reaching long so that the breath rolls from the belly to the ribs to the chest and seemingly continues as it lengthens out through those fingertips. And then just deflating and shrinking back. And then we'll cross the left ankle over the right one and bend the torso, moving the upper body to the right, including the arm reaching over to the right. And then continuing deep, long, slow breaths. 2 more breaths here. And then return back to center, keeping the arm overhead, releasing the leg, and we'll stretch on the diagonal. Left arm, right leg, reaching out on the inhale and relaxing back on the exhale. Last breath. And then return the arm by your side. Feeling the breath now. And then bend the knees and bring the soles of the feet together in the air and wrap your hands around the outsides of your feet, bringing your knees out to the side. Tuck the chin down toward your chest. Inhale, reach the knees away from you. Exhale, draw the feet in toward you. Now imagine that the breath is spreading from knee to knee, filling that entire space. And then you can let the feet separate enough to bring your hands around the bottoms of the feet. And then lift the feet to face the sky. Head is down, chin is tucked. Take a deep breath in. And when you exhale, relax the backs of the shoulders toward the floor. Feel the entire arm bone releasing down. Try to lay your tailbone down onto the ground. Again, keeping the chin in slightly so the neck is long, whole spine long. Feel the breath moving through the whole body. Try to keep the belly soft and open. The hands heavy on the feet. Good. And then bring the hands to the insides of the thighs and straighten the legs. Flex the feet. Press out of the heels. And again, let the weight of the hands be heavy on the legs. Deepening the breath. And then slowly lift the legs up. Place your hands under your low back and slowly lower the legs down, pointing and flexing the feet as you lower. And once the feet come down, let the legs relax. Press down into the elbows, keeping the hands under the buttocks or back, and lift the chest, dropping to the back of your head, pushing the elbows into the ground, opening the throat and the neck, breathing into it. Roll your eyes up to the third eye. Maybe press into the elbows a little more. And then release your head down. And just lift your head a moment, looking at your feet. And then release your hands and relax down. Feel the point of contact between your skull and the ground. And slowly roll your head across the floor, feeling the moving point of contact. And then come back to center. Hug the knees to the chest and rock yourself on your spine, coming all the way up to sitting. Have the knees bent and the feet on the ground. And then we'll cross the right ankle onto the left leg. And let's all start with the hands on the ground behind us. Flex the right foot. And then push into the hands to help lift the chest. And then you can keep the hands here and continue trying to move your back ribs forward. And you can bring the hands around the shin, as long as doing so doesn't cause you to round your back. I like to keep my hands on the ground because I do round my back if I don't. So do whichever one is going to serve you better. Remember, we want to keep that right foot really flexed. That's just to protect the knee. These kinds of stretches make all the joints vulnerable, and we really want to keep it in the hip. Good. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, tuck the back ribs under. Good. And then straighten that left leg. Bring the foot to the inside of the thigh. Keep the left foot flexed. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, resting one hand on either side of the leg. Resting your head down. Take a nice, long, slow inhale, visualizing the breath moving up and lengthening the spine. And then on the exhale, draw the navel in and drop the weight of the elbows down. Press down into that left leg, push it into the ground, and inhale and lengthen out of the crown of the head. Exhale, belly in, arms heavy and relaxed. Continue like that in silence. Just relaxing with the exhale, letting go. Slowly rolling up as you inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, turn to your right. And you can either stay like this, or if you want, you can bend your left foot behind you and reach back and grab hold of that foot with your right hand. Those of you who have that capacity. Otherwise, you're just pressing that right hand into the ground and lifting tall as we inhale, rolling the belly to the right as we exhale, lifting, inhale, ribs turn, exhale. Reaching your eyes back behind you. And then on an inhale, release back to the front. And then step the right foot down on the ground and bring the left ankle on top of the right knee. Flexing the left foot. And then walk the hands closer to help lift and lengthen the spine, lift the heart. And then exhale, move your back ribs under and forward. Try your best to relax your left leg. Soften with your breath. And then straighten the right leg and place the left foot to the inside of the thigh and flex the right foot strongly. As you flex the foot, you're pressing down through the thigh and out through the heel. So there's this kind of motion. And then inhale and reach the arms up. Stay long through the spine as you exhale and release over. Keep the back of your right knee glued to the ground. Relax your head down. Relax your arms. You don't need to pull because The lengthening can happen by pressing down with the right thigh and breathing long and just intending to reach your head away from your tail. When you exhale, scoop the lower belly in. Relax the elbows and the arms. Keep the right leg engaged. On your next inhale, roll up and reach up. Exhale, turn to your left, crossing the right arm to the left knee, bringing the left hand behind you, and then optional is to fold that right leg and then take hold of the right foot with the left hand, if you can reach. Don't worry if you can't. And then lengthening up, breathing into the chest. Exhale, roll the belly to the left. Continue to find all the space that your breath creates on the inhale, and then to turn into that space on the exhale. Reaching the eyes behind you. And then use an inhale to come back to center. And then if you haven't folded that right leg yet, you can fold it out to the right or to the left, and then roll over onto hands and knees. Coming into a table position with your fists or hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. We're going to do a modified sunbird today. So we'll start inhaling here in table pose, and then exhale, left knee comes in to the nose as we round the back. And then inhale, lift the leg and look up. And then exhale out to the side with that leg. And then inhale back and up. Exhale, knee to forehead. And really try to touch the knee to the forehead. Inhale up, straight leg kicking up. Exhale out to the side. Inhale up. Exhale in. Let's do 2 more rounds at our own pace. Good. Now inhale and kick the leg up again. Exhale out to the side and place the foot down. Drop the head, walk the hands in, roll yourself up. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale over to the left. sliding the hand down. Good. Reaching out of the right arm as you inhale. Maybe turning your gaze up just to encourage those ribs and chest to roll up a little more openly. Exhale, sliding down a little more. And then inhale, reach the right arm back up. And exhale, bring the right hand back to the right heel. If you don't reach, curl the toes under. If you still don't reach, just bring the hand onto the hip. And drop your head back, drop your left shoulder back, and then I'll give you a couple of options. For those who are really flexible, you can bring your left hand onto your right heel as well. And if not, just lift the left arm up and let it fall back behind you. Good, and then let's release that left arm to the belly. And then lift up. Bring the hands to the ground. Bring the knee in. And sit back and fold forward. Press the hands into the ground, sending the hips back. And then lift back up onto hands and knees. And we'll do our modified sunbird on the other side. Starting here in neutral spine with an inhale. And then exhale, bring the right knee to the forehead, forehead to the knee, scoop the belly up. And inhale, leg up and back, eyes up. Exhale, leg out to the side. Inhale, leg back and up. Exhale, bring it in. Good, go at your own pace. The next time the leg comes out to the side, place it down on the ground. Drop the head, walk the hands in, roll yourself up. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, right hand down, left arm over, gazing up if you can. If the neck doesn't like that, gazing down. Good. Reaching down through the left thigh and out through the left arm. Good. Reach that left arm across overhead to the right. Exhale, slide the right hand down. Good. Inhale the arm up. Exhale the hand back to the heel. Again, curling the toes under if you need, or if you don't reach, hand on hip is great. And then if you're flexible enough and you want to bring the right hand to the foot, go ahead. Otherwise, the arm comes up and drops back behind you, dropping the head back, unless that doesn't feel safe to your neck. And then you can always bring the chin down. Bring the right hand to the belly and lift up. Hands to the ground, knee comes in, and we'll come back into mecha pose. Pressing the hands forward, sending the hips back. Keep the hands where they are. Lift your seat off your heels. Spread the fingers wide. Make sure they're pointing straight ahead. Curl the toes under. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift the knees. Keep them bent. Push forward with the hands, sending the buttocks back. Keeping the knees bent. Drop the head down. And then really feel the same thing we just did in mecha pose. Pressing forward through the hands and lengthening back through the sit bones. And then drop the left heel down. And then move your left inner ankle toward your outer ankle. So uncollapsing the arch. Right knee is bent and the body is relaxing over toward the thigh. The hands maintain their pressure so that the spine stays long. And then just turn your hips slightly to the left, like you're pulling your left hip back. So you're moving kind of in a counterclockwise motion. Good. And then look forward and step that right foot up between the hands. Coming into runner's lunge. And we'll bend the left knee halfway down toward the ground. Not all the way, unless it's just feeling like too much effort for you today to have the knee off the ground, and then you're welcome to place it down. Always. Good. So with the knee bent, notice how low you can let your hips sink down. Yeah. Let the hips drop as low as they can. And then without raising the hips, start to press your left heel back till that leg is straight. Breathe all the way up to the collarbones. Push into your right foot. Good. And then plant the hands firmly. Step back, bending both knees. Pressing forward with the hands, lengthening back through the buttocks. Feel the whole spine growing, more space. And then Press the right heel down to the ground. And then press the inner right ankle toward the outer ankle. Sink the body toward the left leg and relax the head down. Long, slow breaths, maintaining length from the hands to the hips. And then we'll do that slight rotation a little bit to the right, so like a clockwise motion, which sends that right hip back even more. Good. Inhale, look forward and step the left foot up. And then we'll bend that right knee and let that bring the hips lower to the ground. Excellent. Good. Plant that left foot firmly. Keep the hips down. So we're not going to straighten the leg and then have the hips come up. We're going to keep the hips down and straighten the leg by pushing back through the heel until the leg is straight, staying low to the ground. Good. Breathing into the chest. Keep pressing back through the heel. Maintain that. Nice. And then plant your hands. Step your left foot back. Straightening both legs. Pressing into all 10 fingers. Sinking the chest, dropping the head. Pressing the thighs back. Sinking the heels. Finding the breath. Beautiful. Walk the feet up to the hands. Bend the knees. Tuck the chin. Roll yourself up. Reaching the arms up as you inhale. And releasing down as you exhale. Again, arms reach up. And down. And one more time. Closing the eyes, resting the arms beside you, feeling the breath, allowing the lower body to sink down into the earth as the upper body lifts toward the sky. Let the knees bend. And inhale, arms out to the side. Exhale, right arm under left arm. Backs of the hands toward each other, or maybe the palms. Good. Feel your weight now shifting into your left foot. Sinking down as the knee bends, looking at a spot past your arms. lifting the leg and crossing over. If the foot can hook back, then do so. Steady your eyes and steady your mind on your breath. Inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, draw the navel in and down, sinking the sit bones. And slowly release. Reach the arms back behind you, interlace the fingers. Note which thumb is on the outside. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward, lift the arms. And inhale back up. Release the arms, close the eyes. Feel the breath. Feel the feet. And bend the knees. Inhale the arms out to the side. Exhale, left arm under right. Backs of the hands toward each other, however much you can. Sometimes it's going to look like this. Doesn't matter what it looks like. You're getting all the stretch you need. Good. And then bending deeply into the knees. Feel your weight shifting into the right foot. There's no hurry here. Take your time. Balancing poses are not served by rushing. Establish your gaze. Establish your attention on your breath. And then once you feel still inside, you lift and cross the leg. Lift those elbows on an inhale, and then on an exhale, pull the belly in and down, dropping the sit bones. And release. Bring the arms behind you, opposite thumb on the outside. Clasping the hands, roll the shoulders back. Inhale the chest up. Exhale, fold forward. Lifting the arms, lifting the thighs, lifting the belly. Release the hands, soften the knees, roll yourself up, reach up. Exhale the hands together at the heart, lift the heels, and slowly come down into a squat. Hands at the chest, lifting the chest, tucking the tailbone under, and then closing the eyes if you want to challenge your balance. Good. Release the hands to the ground behind you. Lower gently onto your sit bones. And keeping your feet on the floor and the knees bent, come and lay on the ground. Bring the arms out to the side. Lift the feet off the ground. Drop the knees over to the right. Turn your head to the left. See if you can breathe all the way up to your right shoulder. Good, and then bring the knees over to the other side. Turn your head to the left. Breathing to the left shoulder if you can. And then come center. Hug the knees to the chest. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift your forehead to your knees. Squeeze all the air out and hold the air out as long as you can. And when you need to inhale, just release down. Once you come down, the feet come to the floor, and you can lift your hips to tuck your tailbone, and then release the legs and shake them out. And bring the arms out away from the body with the palms up. If you're using an eye pillow, place that on your eyes. Closing the eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth, releasing the body into the earth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the jaw. Lips gently part. Inhale deep. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the activity of the mind. And then releasing the breath. Allowing the breath to become effortless. No sense of taking the breath, simply receiving it. And feel the breath. Notice where it is, how it is. No judgment. The breath can be shallow, it can be fast, it can be short. Doesn't matter. Just notice it. Solely to align attention with the present moment. And when you feel like the mind is wandering, just bring it back to the breath again and again. Deeply relaxed, letting go, letting go, letting go. Start to bring your awareness back, moving the fingers and the toes. Reach the arms overhead, take a deep breath, stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest and rock from side to side, feeling the ground, massaging the back. And then come center, bring the soles of the feet together, the palms together, rub hand to hand and foot to foot, waking up the body. And then roll over onto either side, resting your head on your underside arm, resting your body on the ground, resting your awareness in all the sensations, all the feelings, all the aliveness that's here. And then when you're ready, slowly come back up to sitting any way you're comfortable. Sinking down to the sit bones, lifting tall through the crown of the head. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale the hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. And let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste.